Hey WSO JV Central, how y'all doing? This is Travis Patel with Internet Bizmasters. I thought I'd share a little video today since I see a lot of other people showing us WSO creators how to really up your game, take it to the next level. So I thought I'd add a little tidbit that I did just this past week to really increase my profits from my last product launch about 100 times. So we had a product launch last week, and I usually, about once, twice a month, I'll launch these niche packages, which are kind of a wholesale funnel, business in a box type packages. We'll usually see a couple hundred sales and do pretty well, and I'll make a couple $1,000s. But this sale last Saturday, we only did 32 front-end sales, and now that's horrible. That was a complete flop. It's the worst WSO I've ever done. It did worse than my very first WSO. So, not a big deal. I'm not too upset about it. We had an upsell in place and an OTO to really get a little bit more profit in. That actually did great. We got a 55% conversion on the OTO, which added another couple $100 in my pocket. But really all we made from that launch was maybe $400, $450 revenue. And that's just, that's nothing. That's kind of pays the work I have done to get these packages made. So I had to make more money from this launch. I need that money to invest in my next launch going in 2 weeks. So what I decided to do is something I've done in the past quite often. Now, a couple years ago, I did a lot of consulting with people trying to learn how to do niche marketing. I also did a lot of consulting with local mom and pop businesses about their internet marketing. So I have that asset to offer people. I know the field I'm teaching, so I can really kind of help people in that coaching position. So I thought, what better way to really take this 32 sales launch and maybe get a couple $1,000s out of it, because my lowest consulting package is $2,000 up to $10,000. So one buyer pretty much makes this WSO launch a winner for me. So what I did is, after you launch, you can't be done with your buyers, because those are the real lists you want. You hear all this, the money is in the list. People are building prospect lists all the time, freebie seekers. And those people, who cares about your prospects? They're not the one that are taking action with what you say. They're not the one that are taking the material that you're teaching them and actually putting it to use. This is where your buyers list comes into play. So these 32 sales that came in from this front-end launch, it sucked, I only got 32 sales, but that's 32 potential buyers, 32 potential coaching clients. If that's $2,000 each, that's potentially $64,000 in my bank account I could have from this flop of a WSO. So I went back into my playbook of consulting and selling my high-end consulting packages, and I put that into effect after the launch. Over the past 7 days, I have been just hammering my buyers with completely awesome stuff, all related to what I can do to help them with my consulting and coaching. So for the 6 days prior, we sent them great free gifts. Each day they got at least a 10-page guide on how to do some super awesome trick in niche marketing, traffic, Facebook, whatever they can use to take their package to the next level. Now, last night, I invited these 32 buyers to an exclusive private webinar. This webinar was killer. Now, it was about 3.5 hours of content. That's about twice as long as my typical, long webinar. And we pretty much went over everything. I said, whatever you want to know, I will tell you. I put everything on the table for them to show them that I'm here to help them. At the very end, in the last 15, 30 minutes of the webinar, I pushed my consulting package. And now this push got a lot of these buyers interested. We had about 23 of the 32 buyers show up in this webinar, and we received 2 sales this morning when I woke up. So from this 32 front-end launch that I made, I did about $4,500 profit from the launch total, and we still have about 20 of those webinar attendees that are asking me questions right now through email, Skype, because it's $2,000 to $10,000 package. I'm not going to take it lightly. I want to really show them what it's worth. And this could possibly become, a $10,000 WSO launch for a crappy 30 front-end sales. So don't give up when your WSO if it flops. We all see flops. Not every product's going to do well. A lot of us are releasing a lot of products. Once, twice, 3 times a month we're throwing out products, and you can't expect every one of them to be gold mines for you. Even with my list alone, I'll see at least 150 sales that I send to my products. This one, only 30, and that was with one affiliate on top. So I just want to put this message in there today. Don't give up. Go for those high-end packages. You see a lot of the gurus doing it. Tristan Ball, he does those consulting packages. He kills it with them. A lot of the people are doing consulting now to really up that profit from those WSO launches. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you got a lot out of it. If you use it in your next WSO, definitely let me know how it works out for you. I can maybe help you with how you do the sales, because selling this high-end stuff is a little different than selling your $5 to $10 WSOs. Now, just to make a quick announcement, tomorrow I'm going to have a video coming out on my 30K in 30 days challenge. Now, this is actually a challenge for July and August. In July, my challenge is to make $30,000 revenue as a product creator, and in August, the challenge is $30K revenue as an affiliate. I'm going to invite all you guys and talk a lot more about it tomorrow. I just wanted to announce it today so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm going to have to come tomorrow. It's really cool, and we got a lot of good things in place for everyone. So thanks you so much again for joining me. It's great to share with this group. This group is really awesome, and I can't wait to see what comes out of it.